Today, we're going to show you how to build Loop using the Loop and Learn Build Select script. This video is aimed at both new builders and those who are rebuilding. If you are rebuilding, it's a good idea to take screenshots of your settings and overrides. Normally, these transfer to the new app with no problem, but it's best to be cautious. In this video, we'll cover how to check on your Apple developer account, macOS, Xcode, and how to use the Build Select script. All versions of macOS and Xcode in this video are up to date as of the making of the video in October 2021. On my MacBook Pro with an M1 chip, it took me around 20 minutes for the entire Loop build process, starting with checking the Apple developer account and ending with build succeeded. We have shortened this video to around 10 minutes to minimize the wait times while downloading the Loop code using Terminal, and again while building Loop and Xcode. Please be prepared to pause this video so that your build process can catch up. Let's switch to a web browser and log into the Apple developer account. So your Apple developer account can be found at developer.apple.com. We're going to start by checking on our Apple developer account to make sure there isn't a new developer that needs to be signed or that there isn't a question about credit card details. And what we'll do is we'll click on Account. And I keep my credentials there, so I'm just going to click right in. I need two-factor authentication, of course. If there had been a new agreement or there was concerns about credit card details, it would be a banner on this first page after we sign in. As you can see, there's no alert, so we're good to go. Another interesting point here is that this account is in my husband's name. The Mac itself has my Apple ID. It doesn't matter. You just need to have a valid Apple developer account. Doesn't matter whose name it's in. I'm going to sign out. Next, we're going to check on our Mac OS. I'm going to click on the Apple symbol in the upper left-hand corner and then About This Mac. You can see that my Mac OS is Big Sur version 11.6, which is the current version. But to double check, we're going to click on Software Update. And now Apple has confirmed that my Mac is up to date with Mac OS Big Sur 11.6. Next, we're going to take a look at Xcode. Now, when I'm looking for Xcode, I just go into Finder, and I click on Applications, and then I scroll down to Xcode right here, and it'll pop up for me. I'm going to open it. Hopefully I'm going to open it. There we go. We see Xcode is at version 13. So we are good to go. We've looked at our Apple developer account, we've looked at Mac OS, and we've looked at our Xcode version. Now let's go back to our web browser and open loopandlearn.org. I'm going to click on Building Loop, Build Select Script, and scroll down. I would encourage you right now to stop the video and read and reread this page. I'm not going to do that right now because I've read it hundreds of times, but I would encourage you to read it so you'll know exactly what it is we're going to be doing. I'm going to scroll down and click the Copy command. Now we're going to open Terminal. I open Terminal by clicking on Finder, and then Applications, and then scrolling to Utilities, and Terminal is hidden right here. It's a little black box. Okay, now Terminal is open. In Terminal, I'm going to paste the Loop and Learn Build Select script by pressing Command V and return. Here, we're going to press 1 to agree that Loop is highly experimental, is not approved for therapy, and that we take full responsibility for building and running the system and do so at our own risk. 1 and return. For rebuilders, we're going to run a utility script, so I'm going to press 3 and return. If you're a new looper, you can skip this step. We're going to press 3 and return again because we want to clean profiles and derived data so that our app will last 1 full year. So now that we've done that, we're going to press Command V to paste the script back into Terminal. Again, we're going to type 1 and return. And if you're a new looper, this is where you should jump back in and be ready to build Loop. And this time we're going to press 1 to build Loop and return, and 1 because today we're going to build the master branch and return. And now we're downloading Loop to our Downloads folder. I'm going to cut the video here. My Mac is pretty fast and this will download quickly. Resume the video when your Mac catches up. Now that our loop code is finished downloading, we're going to review it quickly to make sure there's no error messages, and then click 1 to continue. I don't see any error messages, so 1 and then continue. Now this is a very important graphic that's going to pop up for us, and it tells us exactly what we need to do once we're in Xcode. If you have a second now, you might want to even screenshot this when it shows up on your computer because it's so important. First thing we're going to do is click Loop over here in the left side in the gray area. Then we're going to click on Loop Workspace and our very old phone. We're going to click on Sign In Capabilities. Then you can put our team name here. Our team name, when we click on the blue button, should show up. If it does not, we'll show you how to fix that next. But assuming that it does, we're going to click on each of these targets and make sure our team name is entered. We're now ready to open Xcode. Xcode should be located in the toolbar, but if it's not, here's what we'll do. We're going to click on Finder, and then we're going to go to Downloads, Build Loop, and then we're going to select our most recent version of the downloaded loop code, which for me is 21.10.03 at 11:05. I'm then going to click on Loop Workspace and then scroll down to the loop.xc workspace file. So here we are in Xcode, and we're going to click on Loop. Then we're going to go up here. I'm going to select my phone. But you'll notice all these phones, and it's easy to think that these are your phones. They're not your phones, they're simulator phones. And you could build to a simulator if you want, but if you do, the app will not be on your phone, it'll be on a simulator, which won't do anything to manage your blood glucose. So we're going to go up here to the top and click on iPhone, my very clever name for my phone. I've got Loop Workspace selected. I am now going to sign my target. So I'm going to click on Sign In Capabilities, and then I'm going to click in the team name, which, as we've already discussed, is my husband's name, and that's fine even though I'm using my Apple ID on the laptop. It's all good. Put 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now let's just say there was no team name that appeared when we clicked on this blue toggle. What would we do? We would add an account. So just scroll down 1, and you'd be prompted to add your Apple ID and your passcode. We could get at that exact same information by clicking on Xcode in the upper left-hand corner of our screen and scrolling down to Preferences and then Account. If there was no Apple ID here, we could click on the plus symbol to add one. One more thing that we can check while we're in Xcode Preferences is to go over here to Locations and verify the command line tools have Xcode 13.0. If this had been blank, we could toggle down to select Xcode 13.0. We may need to reboot Xcode in order to get the command line tools to appear. This is typically not a problem unless you've just recently downloaded Xcode and weren't patient enough to allow the command line tools to install. We're all set, so we're going to click this down. One of the most common build errors right now is that loopers are not waiting for the indexing process to finish before they click the build triangle. You must wait for this process to finish. We are now ready to press the build triangle and start the loop process. There are over 3,000 tasks that need to be completed, so we're going to pause the video here. When your loop catches up and it's successfully built on your phone, resume the video. So build succeeded, and I'm running loop on my iPhone. So I click the square to stop the build, and I unplug my phone. Here are some helpful links that can also assist in your build process. If you're a new looper, refer back to the Loopdocs and to loopandlearn.org for information about how to configure your loop app. If you're an experienced looper, take a few minutes to review all of your settings to make sure that they are all entered and are correct. If you enjoyed this video, please click like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you for looping with us.